Hello guys, welcome back. I was very conflicted on making this video, mainly because I feel like it's been so long that it's not even relevant. There's no real point in talking about it anymore. But at the same time, I'm like I might as well just make it just because I can't do all this and then when it's time to make the video, I just don't make it. So, I'm sorry that it took so long to make this video. I'm going to explain later on why it took so long. So, sorry this video took so long. I had to rewrite the script and other reasons that I will get to, like I said, at the end of the video. So what I was originally going to do was point out that Connor is so dumb that he fell for trolls and made videos talking about them. But after going through my comments of my last video, I realized that I had to respond to Connor fans saying that Connor is nothing more than a nice guy and was just trying to do the right thing. So now I'm going to prove that Connor is greedy and he made videos on Jaden not because he cared, but because money. And don't worry, I will be replying to his fans later on in this video. Oh, and just so you know, the trolls that I was talking about are actually trolls. Well, except maybe one. I'll get to that in a second. But for the others, I'm going to quickly prove why they are trolls. So the first guy we're going to be looking at is obviously a troll, because at one point in this video, he says that Jaden's nose is small, and that's evil because Red Skull also has a small nose.
Her nose on her profile picture is very small. There's barely one there. Now, who do we know who has a very small nose? That's right, the Red Skull.
Also, he flashes a picture of that one evil dude in Harry Potter. If you can't tell that this person is a troll, don't give your opinions on things. You'll probably look like a fool. So on to the other guy. Now this guy's mad at Jaden and doesn't think that she's a good person because, get this, she made fun of microwaves, and that's not good since a lot of people lose tons of money when they break their microwaves.
I've had people that have had their microwaves destroyed and have had to use their life earnings on it, their savings, and almost went broke.
And yet Connor, somehow, can't tell that this guy's trolling. And here's the thing, I have to bring this up because I know people are going to try and argue this. But what if the guy is being serious? If the guy is serious, then that's still not a good thing for Connor, because then Connor is just making fun of someone that is not mentally okay. Wow, that's so much better. Am I right? There's no way to look at this in a positive light. Even his fans think it's a troll. And his fans are probably kids, so if they can come to this conclusion, then I'm pretty sure he can as well. But the one person that he does talk about that seems genuine is the little girl. However, even she could be a troll. But if you were fooled by her, I at least can buy it. Unlike the other guys, which just seems like they're obviously trolling. But there's a logical way about thinking about this whole thing. And that is, what is more likely the truth? Are the guys who made the videos on Jaden trolls, genuine, or mentally ill? I would say it's more likely that they are trolls. Going on how this guy titled his video and what he said in his description, I'm going to say he's trolling. Because people who actually hate Jaden aren't going to be saying stuff like, she's evil because she has a small nose, like Red Skull. Or, she's evil because she made fun of microwaves. Because most people know no one is going to take that seriously. Now, I understand that there's some crazy people out there that actually think like this. But like I said, which is more likely? That these people are trolls, or that they are crazy and they also so happen to know how to edit? I'm not saying that they can't be crazy. I'm saying which is more likely. In my personal opinion, they are trolls. Now, as for the girl, I did find her channel, and from what I can tell, she might be a troll too. Her channel name is I Hate YouTubers, which just screams troll to me. So while I think that she is a troll, I also think that she might somewhat be mentally unwell. Maybe, I don't know. But this is all speculation. All I know is there is no good reason for Connor to make a video on any of them. First of all, what does Connor get from doing so? These trolls aren't going to destroy Jaden Animation's career. And not just that, but they aren't big enough anyway. I mean, what even is the point of responding to any of these people? But don't worry, I'll tell you exactly why Connor responded to them. Money and views. Connor could have ignored them, but thought, this is something I could make a video about. And so he did. It didn't matter that they could be trolls or that there's nobody listening to them. I could make a video about this and make money. And that's how Connor thinks. And if you think, no, he had to make a video about them because he had to put them in their place. Okay then why hasn't Connor made a video about me? And before you say, well, he probably doesn't know about you.
Wrong.
He does know that I exist. And I will show you how I know that. When I made my video about Connor, I waited for him to upload, then commented under his comment that I made a video about him and linked the video. And then I went under some guy without a mustache comment thread and left a comment saying that Connor doesn't care about Jaden and linked my video. Then you know what Connor did? He deleted both of my comments, then made a video about how people shouldn't click on links in his comment section, only hours after he deleted my comment. Now, of course, we have to think about this logically and see if it was a coincidence. Or he deleted my comment because he didn't want his reputation ruined, even by a little. So which is more likely? There was a YouTube glitch that deleted both of my comments, but didn't delete the other comments with links. And Connor, coincidentally, made a video only hours after my comment was deleted, talking about how people shouldn't click on any links in his comment section.
I realized a pretty big issue. And at first I was like, oh, hello there, Tommy Innit. And then I realized, that's not Tommy Innit. TLDR, just please don't click any links in my comment section, man.
And keep in mind, he did delete the comment he was talking about, but only 2 to 3 days after my comment was already deleted. Or he deleted my comment because he didn't want people to see what I said about him and made a video talking about how people shouldn't click on any links as a way for him to protect himself from me, just in case I posted any more links, and pretended that he made the video because of this comment and not because of mine. But isn't it weird that my comment was deleted only a few hours after it was posted, but the comment he made a video about was left up for a few days and possibly even weeks? But I don't have proof of that, but I did see that it was up for that long. However, also keep in mind, I posted my comment as soon as he uploaded a video. Thus, my comment was one of the first comments he saw in his reply. So let me ask you again, which is more likely? My comment, which had a link, was deleted for whatever reason, and he coincidentally made a video telling his fans why they shouldn't click on any links in his comments? Or he deleted my comment, then made a video telling his fans not to click on any links in his comments. If you're not a Connor Pugs stan, you would probably come to the conclusion that the second option is more likely. Still, with all that being said, why wouldn't he reply to me? Because unlike the trolls, I'm not an easy target. It's easy to make a troll look stupid, but with me, you actually have to think about what you're going to say and be reasonable. Because I'm not a troll who's just trying to get attention by saying things that I know would get under people's skin. I have points that you have no choice but to disprove or agree with. That's the reason why Connor is not going to respond, and I expect him not to. Finally, I'm going to prove that Connor is a greedy bastard, and not just some guy who is trying to do the right thing, as his fans would have you believe. Number 1. He uses trolls for money. Like I said before, there's no reason for him to respond to those trolls, but he did. And you want to know why?
Money!
And I know some of you might not be convinced. So, number 2, he used Jaden for money. The 2 videos on Jaden and the 1 video on James could have all been compacted into one 10-minute video. And the videos about Jaden's trolls doesn't need to be made at all. It seems hard to believe that you can compress that much information into a 10-minute video, but there really isn't that much information to begin with. But some of you might say, if he was trying to make money, then why aren't his videos 10 minutes long? Long. Well, that's because YouTube now rewards you, mid-roll ads, money, if your videos are 8 minutes long, unlike before, which was 10 minutes. So isn't it kind of weird that most of Connor's recent content, and even back then when he made those videos on Jaden, most of them are 8 minutes? And I know for all the reasonable people out there, that's all I need to say to you for you to be convinced. However, I'm going to say this anyways, just as a final nail in the coffin. Number 3. How Connor makes his videos. Connor at the beginning of his videos always asks his fans to like his videos, but you can argue that isn't so bad. However, that's not all he does. In the middle of his videos, he interrupts himself to tell you to subscribe.
But it actually gets worse when you think about it when it comes to Jaden and James. Real quick, if you could make sure you are subscribed to the channel, and it is probably the funniest and saddest thing I've ever seen in my life. Real quick, make sure you are subscribed to the channel with notifications on. Definitely had no idea, complete shocker. Make sure you are subscribed to the channel, by the way. Your life is on recruit mode, essentially. Real quick, make sure you are subscribed.
Which you can say again, isn't so bad. But then at the end of his videos, he tells you to click on the 4 videos on screen.
Now do me a favor and click on one of the 4 videos you see on screen right now. And after you've done that, I would like you to click on one of the 4 videos that are appearing on screen right now.
And then after that, I want you to click on one of the 4 videos you see on screen right now. After you do that, I'd like you to click on one of the 4 videos you see on screen right now. After you've done that, I'd like you to click on one of the 4 videos you see on screen.
And even after that, he tells you to go in his description and click on his playlist.
Or go into the description of this video and click on one of the couple playlists. And if not, go into the description and choose one of the 3 playlists. Or go into the description and click on either the story time or commentary playlist. If you don't want to do that, go into the description of this video and click on one of the 3 playlists.
Connor's actions reflects a man whose sole purpose for making videos is about making the most amount of money. And yet somehow, some people think that he's just some guy trying to do the right thing and that he is in no way just trying to make money out of other people's misfortunes. Even after all the things that I told you, if you still think that he's an honest person, you are an unreasonable person who will never accept the fact that Connor is a greedy bastard. So, do you know what you can do for me?
You can fuck off, pendejo!
Now that we've gotten all that out of the way, let's talk about the comments. So the first comment we're going to counter is this one. So let's begin. Your logic doesn't make any sense. Ignoring the problem doesn't make it go away. And he didn't make it worse in any way. First of all, I never said that ignoring something makes it go away. I said that the best option in this situation is to not talk about it. And if you did talk about it, it doesn't make it go away. So because Connor talked about it, all he did was bring more attention to it and made it worse. Any person with any sense, like me, Jaden, and Jar, understands this already. I agree with some of your points about how he's doing it for subscribers and how all of the artists making the art don't care about the harm they're causing. But you were still way too harsh on him for no exact reason. I was being harsh on him because he acts like he cares about Jaden when he really doesn't. I do not like people who pretend to care when they're just doing it for attention and reward. That's the reason I was harsh. One thing I really didn't agree with is what you said about if you were the one who had the art being made of, you acted like what you said was true for everybody and used it to invalidate how Jack, Mark, Jaden, and James could have possibly felt about this. Here's the thing. I'm sure they don't like it, but probably most of them have reached a point where they don't care about it anymore. Unlike them, I have hindsight on my side. So I already know what people are going to do and I have accepted it. That's why I don't care. They didn't know this was going to happen. So when it did, they didn't know how to handle it. But now that they understand that there really isn't anything you can do about it, I don't think they care anymore. I mean, why should they? They have no way of stopping it, and talking about it isn't going to help. Therefore, it's just better to ignore it. So I'm not saying they never cared about it. I'm saying they probably don't anymore. You probably care more about it than they do. Had Connor done more research on the topic though, his video would have definitely ended up much different, and that was his main screw up. So while you're right for the most part, I don't think you should feel as entitled to calling him out as you are. Your opinion definitely had some flaws. I'm sure my opinion has some flaws, but you didn't point any of them out. Next, I mean, you can't really blame him for wanting to make videos about this and stretching it out. He's a larger YouTuber now. He wants to make money probably. I always find it annoying that some fans like to make excuses for people like Connor. He's 100% to be blamed for his actions. Nobody forced him to do this. He did it on his own. It's like saying you shouldn't really blame a robber for robbing someone. I mean, he just wants to make money. This commenter just wants to defend Connor, and if defending him means to excuse his terrible actions, so be it. You are nothing more than a Connor pug stan. Damber, you're talking to him like he's the most stupid person ever. Well, maybe he shouldn't act like one. Also, that's not the right you're. Connor Pugs is actually funny. You're not. You think Connor Pugs is funny?
Bruh. Cringe!
Also, that's not the right you're.
What are you, retarded?
Again. I heavily disagree with your opinion, but I respect it. The editing is simple and pretty good. Nice video. What? His video was meant to call out those people. I feel like you're being a bit harsh on him, but that's just me. He made those videos for money, which I already proved. Also, it's easy to make a video everyone has already made and just repeat what they already said. That's what Connor does. And if you're still fooled by him and still think that he's just doing what's right, I really don't know what to tell you to change your mind. So freaking true. He always says he doesn't state facts. Well, the point of commentary channels is giving your damn opinion. It doesn't matter that it's his opinion. I can still criticize it. Yeah, Connor does drama and reports And he and the rest of my boys are my main source of entertainment. Connor doesn't mean to do harm. Connor may not mean to cause harm, but he also doesn't care if he does. You want to know why? Money. He meant to bring attention to call them out and report it. As I already explained, bringing attention to these things does not help. Yeah, he gives tons of hours of entertainment, so he doesn't deserve to be blamed. I'm sure Weinstein did too, but the judge didn't care. Saying someone shouldn't be blamed for something just because they are entertaining is such a dumb argument, which is expected from a Connor fan. I think he meant the hate video in general. Not everyone's gonna like your content, but making a hate video is just kinda silly. The guy is expecting him to solve the problem or make some huge changes, and that's not the point of his videos. I do not expect Connor to solve the problem. If anything, I expect him to contribute to the problem, which is why my last video was basically me telling him to shut up. He's a commentary YouTuber. He gives his thoughts and opinions on things. And like I said before, it does not matter that it's his opinion. Opinions can be criticized. I felt that you are wrong. Well, as the saying goes, facts don't care about your felons. Aren't you being a bit harsh? No, if anything, I wasn't harsh enough. And to the other part of your statement, don't be so naive. You're right about him bringing attention to it, but that's not helping. I disagree with you. Okay, I don't hate you, but I personally do not agree with you. He's just giving his opinion on it. Again, this argument. And plus, if he was milking the whole situation, then he probably needs the money since he's going to college. You can't excuse bad behavior just because someone wants money for college. That's not how this works. But you know what this really is? This is...
Democracy Manifest.
No, this is a fan that is so desperate to defend their favorite YouTuber that they are willing to try and justify terrible behavior. If I was talking about someone they didn't like, they wouldn't use this argument to defend that person. Plus, pointing out Connor Pugs when there are 10 times more stupid videos and there are channels who made 10 times more videos than he did on it. But other than that, I do agree with you. That does not matter. He is still in the wrong. If you stole a candy bar, you deserve to get in trouble. Just because there's other people who have done worse, that does not dismiss your behavior. And if you're wondering why I chose Connor, it's simple. He's the one that I saw when I was trying to watch Jaden. It could have been anyone, but it was Connor. Alright, this is the end of the video. I know it's weird to end the video so suddenly, but I thought I would end it here because the whole video is 30 minutes long. And at first I thought about just splitting the video in two so I can upload a new video sooner. But after thinking about it, I realized that this whole video is not even necessary anymore. So I have decided that I will not upload the other half. Instead, this is more like my return video, and that yes, I will be uploading again. I would explain why I was gone for so long, but it would take very long to explain, so instead I will give you the short answer. It was a combination of bad video planning and laziness. Yup, I really hate the fact that I held myself back and wasted so much of your guys' time, but now all I can do is accept it and start making videos again. So I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you next time. Bye.